Are you looking for the best phones? In this video we will look at some of the 7 best phones on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget.et range. Number 1. Apple iPhone 15 Pro Max. Apple's iPhones are still considered the best for average consumers as they offer a great experience out of the box. The iPhones deliver the best combination of performance, value, and availability, making them well-rounded devices for most people. The previous version of this post highlighted the iPhone 14 Pro as the best phone overall. That, however, has changed since the arrival of the new iPhone 15 series. We'll get new iPhones later this year, but the iPhone 15 Pro Max is the phone to get right now. The iPhone 15 Pro Max brings a few noteworthy improvements over the regular iPhone 15 Pro model, so it's safe to say that it's more than a big-sized iPhone this year. It features a 10x optical zoom range as opposed to the 6x optical zoom range offered by the iPhone 15 Pro. The Pro Max model also supports 5x optical zoom in and a whopping 25x digital zoom up, whereas the regular iPhone 15 Pro tops out with 3x optical zoom in and 15x digital zoom up capabilities. Notably, the iPhone 15 Pro Max also features a slightly higher resolution panel to ensure it has the same pixel density despite having a relatively bigger display than the iPhone 15 Pro. The bigger footprint also allows Apple to pack a larger battery, so you can expect the iPhone 15 Pro Max to last longer between charges. You're not necessarily missing out on much, but the added features highlighted above make the iPhone 15 Pro Max a better phone overall. The new iPhone 15 Pro models also get a titanium chassis, which makes them a lot lighter to hold and use on a daily basis. It sports a USB-C port instead of Apple's proprietary Lightning connector. You don't get support for faster charging with the USB-C port, but it makes it a lot easier to find chargers and supporting accessories. The iPhone 15 Pro Max is also powered by Apple's new A17 Pro chip for improved performance. You're less likely to notice a huge difference in performance between the iPhone 15 Pro and the older iPhone 14 Pro when it comes to day-to-day usage, but it delivers more raw power that'll make a difference in very specific use cases, especially on the GPU side. The regular iPhone 15 also deserves a special mention here as it brings significant improvements over its predecessor this year. You can't go wrong with the regular iPhone 15 Pro model either, but it's recommended that you go with the Pro Max model to get the best iPhone experience. Number 2. Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. Samsung's new Galaxy S24 Ultra is every bit as performant and feature-rich as the Galaxy S23 Ultra. If anything, the newer flagship brings more performance and features to the table thanks to the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 for Galaxy chipset and Galaxy AI. It remains one of the biggest and the most feature-packed Android phones out there, with nothing quite like it. It's very easy to recommend the Galaxy S24 Ultra as one of the top picks, so consider buying it if you'd rather buy an Android phone over an iPhone. There is a lot to like about the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, but it shines particularly in the camera department. It sports an impressive array of cameras, which includes a 200MP f/1.7 main camera, a 12MP f/2.2 ultrawide camera, a 10MP f/2.4 telephoto camera, and a 50MP f/3.4 periscope telephoto lens. This versatile camera setup lets you capture photos and videos in various modes, and the results are quite commendable, too. The Samsung Galaxy phones that came out over the last few years have all had excellent cameras, and the Galaxy S24 Ultra is no exception. The Galaxy S24 Ultra also comes with the new Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 for Galaxy chipset, which isn't all that different from the regular Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chip. That's not necessarily a bad thing, though, as it's still going to deliver better performance overall compared to the flagships from last year. Samsung has also baked this phone with a ton of AI features, many of which are genuinely useful and will improve your overall experience of using the phone. Some other highlights of the phone include a massive 6.8-inch Quad HD Plus Dynamic AMOLED 2X panel with support for up to 120Hz refresh rate, a 5000 mAh battery, a new titanium frame that makes this model more sturdy, and an included S Pen. Number 3. OnePlus 12. The OnePlus 12 has finally arrived in the US market, and it's now replacing its predecessor as the best affordable flagship phone you can buy. It's not the most affordable phone at $800, but it brings plenty of noteworthy improvements over the outgoing model, which was already very easy to recommend. In fact, it's almost as good as the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra but at a far lower price. The OnePlus 12 comes with Qualcomm's new Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, which is an excellent silicon that performs well and gets through all the tasks without a hitch. It also sports a new LTPO AMOLED panel that's slightly bigger and can get significantly brighter than the one on the OnePlus 11. The new panel is also protected with Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2 as opposed to the regular Gorilla Glass Victus. The base variant of the OnePlus 12 also starts with 256GB storage instead of 128GB, and you also get an improved periscope lens on the new flagship. As far as the optics are concerned, you are looking at a 50MP f/1.6 main camera with OIS, a 48MP f/2.2 ultrawide camera, and a new 64MP f/2.6 periscope zoom camera. This periscope zoom camera has a relatively large half-an-inch sensor, allowing the OnePlus 12 to do a credible 6x zoom at near-lossless quality. It beats the iPhone 15 Pro Max's 5x zoom and goes neck-and-neck against the Galaxy S24 Ultra's 5x zoom. It's worth highlighting that the OnePlus 12 also packs a slightly bigger battery than the OnePlus 11, coming in at 5,400 mAh, and it also comes with Android 14 out of the box. The new Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 makes the OnePlus 12 an excellent performer, and it's one of the main reasons why it's currently our top pick over the likes of the Google Pixel 8. There's also the new OnePlus 12R that comes with a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chip and the updated display with 4,500 nits of peak brightness, but don't expect it to have a good set of cameras, as it offers a fairly basic setup. Number 4. OnePlus 12R. The OnePlus 12R is an excellent choice for value-conscious shoppers in the US market, offering a good blend of cutting-edge features and affordability. This phone feels like it marks the company's actual return to its super value roots, and there's very little competition for it right now. One key factor contributing to the OnePlus 12R's appeal is its powerful hardware. OnePlus 12R may not have the latest Snapdragon chipset, but the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 that's at the heart of this phone is no slouch either. Pair that with up to 16GB of RAM, and you get a phone that ensures smooth multitasking, swift app launches, and a responsive user experience. It also stands out in the display department with a vibrant and immersive screen that supports high resolution, fast refresh rates, and brightness. OnePlus has often been praised for its fast-charging technology, and the OnePlus 12R lives up to expectations with support for up to 80W charging. It also comes bundled with the supported charging brick, making it better than even some expensive flagships on this list. It doesn't support wireless charging though, so keep that in mind. There's nothing to write home about the triple camera setup on the OnePlus 12R, but it has a solid 50MP main camera that delivers good results with a fast shutter. Just keep your expectations in check when it comes to its ultra-wide and the macro sensors, as they aren't particularly great. But don't let the average camera performance keep you from buying the OnePlus 12R, as it leaves very little room to complain about. Number 5. Google Pixel 7a. The previous version of this article highlighted Google's Pixel 7 as the best value pick or the best, almost flagship phone. The arrival of the Pixel 7a, and a few other phones, has changed things quite a bit. The Pixel 7a now stands tall over plenty of other phones in this price range to become the best mid-ranger. It offers a similar experience as the Pixel 7 for far less, making it a solid choice for those stretching their budget thin. The regular Pixel 7 is not necessarily a bad phone. In fact, I currently use one every day and it works very well. I just regret not waiting for the Pixel 7a for a few notable reasons, and I want everyone to make an informed decision. As mentioned in our Pixel 7 versus Pixel 7a comparison, the latter offers the best value for your money as it packs the same flagship-grade hardware as the Pixel 7 with a few notable changes. The Pixel 7a packs the same flagship Tensor G2 chip that's powering the regular Pixel 7. It also has a 90Hz display as opposed to the 60Hz panel seen on its predecessor, the Pixel 6a. The Pixel 7a also comes with the same Android 13 software and is promised to receive the same number of updates as the Pixel 7. Number 6. Samsung Galaxy A14 5G. The competition in the budget phone space is heating up as more manufacturers are now showing interest in this space. Samsung's Galaxy A14 5G is one of the most reliable offerings in this space that gets a lot of things right for $200. It's not the most powerful or feature-packed phone in this price range, but I believe it cuts the right corners to deliver a reliable experience and becomes a solid budget phone for the price. The Galaxy A14 5G features a 6.6-inch FHD Plus LCD panel with support for up to 90 Hz refresh rate, arguably better than what many other phones offer in this segment. It's powered by a Samsung Exynos 1330 chipset, which performs well and is good enough to keep up with almost anything you'd throw at it easily. It also packs a 5000 mAh battery, which should last you for at least 2 days on a single charge. The Galaxy A14 5G also packs a triple camera setup at the back, out of which only the 50MP primary camera performs well, whereas there is nothing to write home about the 2MP macro lens and a 2MP depth sensor. It's a good phone overall that will serve you well for many years to come, so it should definitely be on your list of phones to consider if you're on a tight budget. Number 7. Google Pixel 8 Pro. The Google Pixel 8 Pro isn't a significant departure from its predecessor, but it brings a few notable improvements that make it worth considering. The Tensor G3 chip plays a big role in making the Pixel 8 Pro shine, as it's the first silicon to support Google's on-device machine learning algorithms. It allows the Pixel 8 Pro to perform some really neat software tricks. A lot of the new generative AI features primarily improve the camera experience. The Pixel 8 Pro's triple camera setup includes a 50MP main camera and two 48MP sensors with ultrawide and telephoto lenses. The camera hardware can take some good shots, but the software truly shines here to deliver some great results. I suggest reading our Pixel 8 Pro review linked below to check out all the camera samples and learn more about the software features. Besides that, the Pixel 8 Pro retains the same design as its predecessor, with a minor change to the overall shape. The Pixel 8 Pro has rounded edges to give it the signature candy bar design. It's also available in a couple of fun colors. As far as the specifications are concerned, the Pixel 8 Pro sports a 6.7-inch LTPO OLED display with 1344 by 2992 resolution and up to 120 Hz refresh rate. It comes with 12 GB of RAM and up to 512 GB of internal storage, and it also packs a 5050 mAh battery with support for both wired and wireless charging. Lastly, it's also worth noting that the Pixel 8 Pro ships with Android 14 out of the box with a promise of 7 years of updates.